What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Big Daddy Rich here. I got Jason Shelton up in the top right corner, aka Daddy-O. I got Stick down the bottom left corner. He is the poster child for deer hunting with 0 kills. Jimmy, bottom right hand corner. He is at home comfortably because probably killed plenty of deer already and has not to sweat it. He does not have to sweat it this year. He goes out there. When he goes in the woods, he kills deer, and then he'll take the rest of the season off because he's done accomplished what he needs to accomplish.
He's got more time to dye his beard.
I mean, that's right. When you get your freezer full, John, you'll be able to dye your beard just like Jimmy. John's got his eyes on eagle eye, see something moving in the distance there. But we'll move right along. Going to let Jimmy kind of take over the show here for a minute. This is a partial takeover. He's not hosting today. I want to make that clear. I'm still the host. Just a partial takeover for Jimmy to go over our scores from last week. I think everybody will proudly see and be honored to see that Big Daddy is still firmly in the grasp of the championship title here this season. 0 losses this year. So go ahead, Jimmy Musgrove, take it away.
Brandon is undefeated. He's headed into the playoffs strong. Last week at Oklahoma at Ole Miss, everybody got a point for picking Ole Miss. I got the closest, 13-21 is what I said. The score was 14-26. Arkansas at Mississippi State. Brandon got a goose egg. John got a point. Jason got a point. I got a point, and the closest score. The score was 58-25. I said 35-28.
That nobody was remotely close on that score. Nobody.
Yeah, I had to get out calculator. John was like 65 points off, though.
Yeah.
Just want to say that.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Missouri at Alabama. Everybody got a point. John got the closest. So he got 2 for that one. The score was Missouri 0, Alabama 34. And that was the ugliest shutout game I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you were watching Alabama.
I mean, to hear people say Alabama's back after that, they watched a different game than I watched.
Yeah. They're not where they need to be. Matthew Colley come in and set a big roll tide. Like that. But yeah, they're not where they need to be right now. I had to concur.
Texas at Vanderbilt. I got a point for the closest score. The score was 27-24. I said 29-30. Everybody, John got a point.
You actually picked Vanderbilt to win that, didn't you?
I did, and I was close. Vanderbilt had their chances.
If
the score was.
If you play the lottery and you carry your ticket up there and said, hey, my score was about as close as you get to the winning numbers, can you win that lottery, Stick?
Hey, Jason, you need to get Shannon, you go back to agree with Stick. You
Look at
Can I cash in my losing lottery ticket as long as the numbers are close?
You can't if the rules follow this show.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, since you're partially in charge right now, can you do away with this extra point bull crap?
Oh no, he's not. That's outside of his statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Whatever the proper terminology is. David Irwin comes on and says, well, Auburn won once again. Come on. Hey, John, you may want to fix that camera. It looks like we're turkey hunting with that neck you got showing.
I don't have no neck.
Yeah.
See there?
Yeah. I keep waiting on you to go. So
moving right along, LSU at Texas A&M was an outstanding game. The score was 38-23, Texas A&M. Texas A&M pulled something out of the hat. Man, they swapped quarterbacks, and that quarterback, Texas A&M, was impressive. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody run the quarterback position like he did in a long time. That dude is amazing.
What do you mean? You don't watch Milrow? What? Do you not
You
watch
didn't
Alabama
watch
games?
You didn't watch the Texas A&M LSU game and watch Texas A&M
The
quarterback.
6-time Heisman winner in y'all's eyes? Are you kidding
Well, I
me?
guess Milroe's got an advantage, John, because he's throwing to a 17-year-old.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Next year next year they got a 16-year-old.
So Brandon got the double on that. He said 28-21. The score was 38-23. John got 0 again.
Okay, man.
Jason got a point. Moving on, Auburn and Kentucky. John,
Did we
who
lose
won that
Jimmy,
game?
or are you losing me?
No, we lost you because we ain't lost nobody.
Yeah, go up there and take
Auburn beat Kentucky 24-10. Brandon got the closest. He got 2
Is
points.
he wearing a Longhorn hat?
Me?
Shannon.
Who?
Shannon, what kind of hat you got on?
It's a
What's on
long
the
one.
back?
No, it's a PFG hat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. No,
Ended
he got-
up for last
He's a
week,
pain.
Brandon had 7. John had 4. Jason had 7. I had 6.
What's the grand totals and all that, Jimmy?
Brandon's in the lead at 74. I'm in 67. Jason's at 60. And John's back in the 50s, just like where he lives.
So you said I'm 74. What are you, Jimmy?
67.
Golly, I can't. He's cutting out on my end. What did he say?
67.
67.
Yeah.
Shelton is what?
60.
60. And John is what?
57.
Mm. Well, that's
I think John probably needs to let Matthew do his picks.
I believe you're probably right. Matthew Colley does do a better job.
That was the biggest week he had when Matthew.
It
picked
was. It really was. It really was. And the 1 week Auburn wins, he didn't even pick them. That's sickening. So moving right along to this week, Jimmy, I'll take over from here. I'm going to let the stick man Phillips pick the first pick today, since he never picks first. It's going to be Ole Miss at Arkansas. Take it away, Stick.
Give me the Rebels 28-17.
28-17. All right, I'll go next. I'm going to go. It's at Arkansas. Ooh. And you never know about Ole Miss, what they're going to do.
They sure did start the season strong and go downhill fast.
They do every year. So I'm going to say Ole Miss 35. And then I'm going to go Arkansas 24. I was getting close. I want to kind of take them, but I'm not going to. Go ahead, Musgrove.
Well,
It's hard to. I mean, I'm like Jason said, they started out so strong, but Arkansas had started out good. But I'm going to say 28-21 Ole Miss.
28-21. All right, Shelton.
one of these is not like the other. I'm going with Arkansas. I'm going to say the score is going to be 35. What'd you pick? 30 what?
He said 35-24 Ole Miss.
35, right. But I'm going to say 33-21.
Who you picking?
I already picked Arkansas.
33.
Oh, you picking Arkansas?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Outstanding.
33. Okay, moving right along. Now, this is a big game. By the way, Matthew Colley picked Ole Miss 34-17. David Irwin says
Ole Miss.
David Irwin says Ole Miss 42-17.
Hey, by the way, Maine and Oklahoma's got the same winning record.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep up with their scores on the side over here. We'll go over them next week. Maine versus Oklahoma at Oklahoma. Come on. This is going to be the battle of all battles this week. I'm going to go ahead and pick. Shannon's done went over some of the losses against Maine man, I'm gonna tell you, they were real controversial. They probably shouldn't have lost. I think who'd you say beat them there, bro? One of the you don't got it pulled up no more.
Well,
you're fired. You're fired.
One of them was against the Montana State Bobcats.
Right, which has got a fairly they recruited well.
They lost to Rhode Island last week by 10.
See, they just barely got a loss there to Rhode Island, and then they got a powerhouse win over Merrimack.
Yeah, but Monmouth, they put it.
Monmouth put it on them pretty good. It was 51 to like 20 something. So I'm gonna have to. I think Oklahoma edges them out here. I think they're gonna edge them out. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 35-7.
Me, almost picked the same.
What's that?
Me and you almost picked the same score.
Did we? That's you next, then, Jimmy. Let's hear it.
I said 35-14 Oklahoma.
You ain't got much to say about it. That's great. Shelton, move right along.
Oklahoma 28-14.
28-14. All right. Stick.
42-13, Oklahoma.
I like this look, dude. It's not so serious.
Oh, John serious as a heart attack. Matthew Colley said 40-10 Oklahoma. David Irwin said 42-10. He just went just above. I'm gonna keep up, see who wins between David Irwin and Matthew Colley. I want to see this. All right, so moving right along, Vanderbilt taking on Auburn. Oh, Stadio. I don't know when the last time Vanderbilt beat Auburn was. Do y'all? I mean, 1936 or something like that. I'm sure they'll be talking about it during the game. I think it's Jimmy Musgrove's pick. He is a Commodore fan.
And I
let's
will
hear
pick
it.
anybody against Auburn.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
pick Wilson against Auburn.
Let's be easy on that now. Let's pull the reins back on that now.
Well, Auburn's going to be favored in this, but man, I just like Vandy's chances each week. They played a tough team last week and took them to the end. I'm going to say Vandy pulls this out 30-28. Vandy.
You can believe this, man.
All right, we'll save it and I'm going to tell them when I get up there. I want to do the broadcast. Shelton, go ahead. What you got?
24-17.
Woo!
Commodores.
Oh,
Man.
he's jumping on the bandwagon.
Nobody's picking War Eagle. Stick, man, Phillips. Come on, baby. Talk to me, War Eagle.
35-10, Vandy.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to pick
No,
him.
Vandy is the
He's mad
This
at
is
Auburn.
reverse psychology now. I might want to
Yeah,
change
he's mad
my
at him.
pick.
Matt Collins said, "Who
Vandy and
is
Auburn, Matthew. Vandy and Auburn's who we picking.
David Irwin says 21-17 Auburn.
Vandy and Auburn, Matthew.
I don't know what Matthew picked. Shannon,
Exactly.
what
Who we talking
you-
about?
All time.
in the all-time series with Vanderbilt and Auburn, Auburn holds a slim 22-21 advantage. The two teams first met in 1893, a 30-10 Auburn victory at Montgomery. Auburn leads 9-0 in all games played in Auburn, while Vanderbilt leads 12-8 in all games played in Nashville. So only one game separating the difference there between Auburn and Vandy. I'm going to say at Auburn has finally hit their stride on the offensive side of the ball. They something got jarred loose last week. Their defense has been solid all year. Vanderbilt, you're going to see what they can do against a solid defense. I don't think Texas has a solid defense. I think Auburn does. Let's see what they do with that little triple option, 3 yards in a cloud of dust against Auburn. I'm going to say Auburn wins this one 35-21.
What'd you say?
35-21. And a bunch of other nonsense.
Who did you pick?
I picked
Auburn.
Auburn,
5 times,
35 to 21.
Auburn. You're cutting out up for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's probably my internet or something. It could be the Reese. We're gonna blame Restream.
I heard every word you said,
Well, that's because me and you's always had that
and you
continuity.
said a
Jason.
lot.
Yeah, me and you's always had continuity, Jason. All right, so moving right along, Florida to Georgia. Okay, going down there in the hedges. Florida on a real good run right now. They're starting to click on offensively, defensively, fairly strong. Who picked first right there? Was it
That was me.
me? Jimmy?
It's my
Oh, yeah.
turn.
Who have I got? Collie said 31-21 Bandy. Oh,
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
all right. So here we go. Jason Shelton. What do you got in the
I'm
swamp?
going with the boys from Georgia.
What you got?
42 to 10.
Oh, my gosh.
It's called a AAS whooping in Gainesville.
Okay.
Come on.
Is it in Gainesville or is it in Georgia?
It's in Georgia.
Oh, well then 56 to 10.
That's
You want me
what
to
I
change
thought.
it?
Look
Yeah.
at it.
Where is the Georgia Florida game played today?
Hang on, I
In
got it.
Jacksonville.
It's in Georgia.
Florida Gators football today at 2:30
Is that
p.m.
Georgia?
It says it's at Georgia.
Yeah, it's at
Can I-
Georgia. So 56 to 10.
He added some points.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm glad to see that home field advantage would have got them, 14 points.
It's an extra
less.
3 turnovers.
All right, so moving right along. Stick, what you got, buddy?
49-10 Georgia.
What did you say? 49 to 10?
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'm gonna make you an appointment Monday for some hearing aids.
Speak up, John.
I heard every word he said, Jimmy.
You always go.
word he said, Jimmy. That's the reason I can't hear you, John. I got an elf in the top corner talking over
What day can I take you to the hearing center?
today.
He released out some frustration on Jason right there.
Uh,
17. 40 to 17 says Matthew Colley, Georgia, and David Irwin says Georgia 35 to 10. My pick now. We got a turnover king at Georgia right now, and he's at the quarterback position. He threw 3 interceptions against Texas, and they still won big. But I think Florida's going to scrap with them a little bit. I think they're going to be a little scrappy. I think it's going to be a closer game. I think Georgia probably pulls the win out, but I think it's going to be 35-28. I think it's going to be a close game.
that's exactly what I've got.
Okay, here we go. I got you wrote down, Jimmy. 35-28. All right. I did. I got them. Colley said 40 to 17, and 35-10 says David Irwin. Massachusetts taking on Mississippi State Bulldogs. Come on. I wonder who won between Massachusetts and Maine. It'll be Stick. Let's go. What you got, big dog? Pick it. Pick it.
Give me Massachusetts 13 to 10.
Oh.
I'm going to say Mississippi State. They've won. They've scored 30 points nearly every game. Their defense gives up 50 though. So, but I'm going to say they win 42 to 28.
We almost did it again.
I bet you did.
Jimmy
Nah.
must go.
I said 42-10.
42. All right. Shelton, what you got?
I was going with 44 to 10.
Oh,
44-17.
44-7.
44-17.
Let's see. Colley and Irwin ain't picked yet. I don't know what they're
That'll
waiting
be
on. There we go. Bulldogs 34 to 21. Says Colley. What's Irwin going with? 35-7 State. All right. Texas A&M taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks at the Gamecocks. Unfortunately, I get to pick first. I'd rather wait till last to do this. Texas A&M, I think this set aside from the Texas game they got later on, this is going to be their toughest opponent yet right here. South Carolina is playing great ball right now. That coach, even though I can't stand him, has done a good job getting those guys fired up. It's at home. Gamecocks need something like this. I think this is going to be the one that upsets Texas A&M. I think South Carolina wins it 35 to gosh, I don't even know what to put here. 31. Can you score 31?
Hope that,
I don't know.
I hope that is a good pick, Brandon.
Thank you. You're up, Jimmy.
And I want to pick with you, but if my gut instinct is saying South Carolina's defense is going to hit them in the mouth. But just to help Jason out, I'm going with Texas A&M, and I'm going to say 30-28 Texas A&M. That, and they burnt me every game this year.
30-28 Texas A&M is what he said. Wow, this is working out perfect for me because Jimmy keeps picking against A&M and they win. Now he's picking for them. I think this may work in my favor. I'm liking
it.
Will.
I'll take that point loss for it, Brandon.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You said you was helping Jason, but really secretly I think you're helping me. I'll go balls. Come on, Jason Shelton. Come on.
I mean, if you look in your shadow, you're probably going to find Jimmy.
Yeah. He's my little co-pilot, man. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, I know that Jimmy wants to be a hater, but we're going to turn him into a congratulator. Texas A&M 38, South Carolina 21. Come on.
Oh, come on.
You go, Maggie.
All right, Stick. What do you got, big dog?
Every time I pick against the Aggies, they always win. So I'm gonna pick the Gamecocks. 17-10.
I'm starting to see me and Stick hanging out, whereas y'all two hanging out.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. I like that because I feel like if you suit up and get on a football field, me and Jimmy's got the advantage.
Really?
So
really?
David Irwin 24-20.
He dyes
South
his
Carolina. He can do whatever he wants to. All he's got to do is put the ball up in my area. I'm coming down with it. Matthew Colley 28.
He can't hear.
That's okay. He can see. Hey, he'll see me streaking down the field, going right past y'all. And yes, when I say
you might want to go get them ankles tested, there, Big Daddy.
Yeah,
that may be our season finale, a 2v2.
I'm in.
Game. You in, Jimmy? Jimmy ain't scared.
I'm in.
I'm getting loose right now. I'm gonna start stretching right now. Look at Stick. He's sitting there. He can't do it.
I ain't worried at all. Any sport you want to play.
I may on defense let Jimmy cover Shelton and I'm gonna get the 3-point stance. I'm gonna 3 Mississippi bull rush you, son. Bull rush. All right, so here we go. Next on the list, Kentucky at Neyland Stadium, Tennessee Volunteers, go Vols. I don't know if they're going to do the blackout checkerboard. I think that'd be cool. I keep seeing it. I don't know, but that's going to be the coolest thing I've seen. David Irwin says, I'll have the paramedics on call. That's good. I like it.
No, oxygen. We don't need paramedics. We need oxygen.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you pick first, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. I'm going Tennessee 42-17.
Woo!
Rocky Top.
Good old Rocky Top. All right, next up is Shelton.
It's hard to pick the balls whenever they're doing one of their little color schemes. So You know, when they gonna have paint night, huh? When are they gonna support the LGBTQ community?
Oh no!
Give no ideas, man.
That when they do, I will be a diehard.
Be there.
I'll be
Yeah.
a diehard Vandy fan at that point. I'll start
Jason, you had a rough night last night, brother.
So
You put it all out there today.
yep. Let's go 52 to 20.
Wow. Stick, what you got, man? You've been bleeding
Well-
blue all year.
Well, since Shelton stole my pick, I guess I'll go higher. Because it ain't going to be lower. Give me 62 to 10.
62.
62
Nice.
to 10. I like it. I'm going to say Tennessee wins 35-14. The offense started improving against Alabama late. Nico's starting to figure some stuff out. The run game is what's going to be the difference in this one. I think Florida rushed for 200-something yards against Kentucky. So I will say we should be able to run the ball against them. But I still got some stuff to prove to me before I start picking those big scores like that. David Irwin said 35-21 Tennessee. And then Matt Colley says Kentucky. No way I could pick that other orange team 27-20.
It's all right.
Wow.
Kamala Harris is going to be on Tennessee sidelines cheering, he says.
Wow. That's great, man. That's hurtful. That's y'all going below the belt with this.
In that election interference?
Yeah, I believe it would be. Well, listen, that's all we got. That's some good picks. We'll see who comes out victorious today. Jason, appreciate you tuning in. John, Jimmy, all of you. Go Vols. Do know this. Tennessee did beat Alabama this year. Just wanted to throw that out. And other than that, I'm good. Y'all have a blessed day. Appreciate y'all. I love you. God bless you. If you need me, I'll call you. John, come on, big boy.
Deuces.
Jimmy.
God bless y'all.
Jason.
Giggle.